Hey, do you recognize this guy sitting here with me? Dean Scaduto, otherwise known as Dean the Mortgage Guy. Hi,
.com.
Dean.
Hello, Marie.
And that's where you can find him, by the way, deanthemortgageguy.com. So, Dean, we're here to talk about mortgage applications and how to avoid the mortgage application from being thrown in the garbage.
Yes, that can happen. That can happen.
So I guess there's some things that I think you have about like maybe 5 things that you can tell people, advice of what they can do to avoid.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Take it away, Dean.
Well, I have broken it down to 5 no-nos.
No-nos.
So, the first, very important, don't buy anything. And I mean anything large. So, I had a buyer go out and buy furniture during the loan process. And what that did was it added to his debt. And guess what? He got declined. So don't buy a car, don't buy furniture, no major purchases. Hold them off till after you close. So that was number 1.
That's a good one because people don't realize that when they make that purchase, how it's going to impact their, I guess it's not only impacting their credit score, but it's impacting the debt to ratio, right, that you're looking at?
Yeah, it could impact the credit score, but it adds to your monthly payments, which could decline you. So you want to be very careful about that.
Okay, so number 1, no.
Number 2, don't quit your job.
That's good advice.
Can you imagine that you have to tell people don't quit your job?
Yes.
But it's true. Again, I had a buyer who quit their job just before closing because he thought, well, we checked the job out already, so he could quit his job. Well, if you don't have a job, guess what? You can't get a loan.
Mm-hmm.
So just before closing or within 10 days, the underwriters go back to your employer and make sure you're still working. So don't quit your job till after you buy a house.
Okay. I mean, that seems obvious, but again, worth saying because...
Yep, but it's happened, so it's not so obvious.
Yes.
Third thing is, and this is a common mistake, don't close any credit cards. In fact, don't open any credit cards. But people think that the best thing to do is, let me close all my credit cards and get rid of all my debt because that sounds like a good idea, right? Well, actually, no. When you close a credit card, that can lower your credit score. The same thing with opening credit cards, that can lower your credit score. So when mortgage, we're using your credit score. And again, 10 days before closing, the underwriter will re-pull the credit score. And if it drops enough, it could get you another decline. So
okay,
that's number 3.
Okay. Moving right along.
Number 4, tell your loan officer everything.
Everything?
Tell them almost everything. So our underwriters, or I should say underwriters in general, they're like the FBI. They will investigate. They have all kinds of third-party services and they find things out. So I had a buyer who didn't tell me that they co-signed for a family member's apartment in New York City. How my underwriters found that out, I have no idea, but they found it out, and it was about $2,500 a month.
Wow.
Well, that became a problem.
Yes, I can see why.
So tell them everything. Don't leave things out, because we will find out. Almost everything.
You're not like the bartender that we have to tell everything.
No. Everything related to a mortgage. Okay?
There you go.
We don't want to know too much. So, number 5, last but not least, don't miss any payments. Make sure you keep on time with your credit card payments, your car loans, even medical bills, Verizon bills, your cell phones. Don't miss any payments because, again, about 10 days before closing, that underwriter is going to re-pull the credit score. And if it drops enough, it could get you a decline, or it could raise your interest rate. So you want to be careful about that. So those are my 5 no-nos for getting a mortgage.
Okay, well, thank you, Dean.
Welcome.
And all kidding aside, I mean, this is important information. And, when somebody's applying for a mortgage, I mean, this is an exciting time because they're about to buy a house. So we don't want you to fall into the trap of buying furniture or not paying that Verizon bill on time. And this guy knows his stuff. So
we have lots of good information on deanthemortgageguy.com. My phone number's there. My email, if you need me, just shoot me a note.
And I'm Marie Strelecki, and you can find me at mariestrelecki.com. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Dean.
You're welcome. Take care.
Bye.